weeks went, but I got a good topic to kick it off. So Stacks was talking to me. Stacks, doing a national show later this year, and let's get right to it. The scene is going to be a veteran competitor that is going to go for their pro card that year. That has competed before, like with their coach before. But they plan on doing a slew of shows before their national show? Or like, is it a good idea to do multiple shows before their national show? They have to do a qualifier, obviously. And let's also put the caveat out there that, after, let's say you put on an appreciable amount of muscle, let's say 10, maybe pounds of muscle or somewhere around there, they're going to be a different body. So you're going to even want to, practice that peak and other things like that. Is there any benefit to doing multiple shows prior to that pro qualifier? Or would you rather just get the one qualifier out of the way, come in a little bit under, and then save it for the pro qualifier? What do you think? What do you guys think?
I think it does give you good uh, value of like, does he get better as shows go on? Does he get worse? Because like, let's say, one national show he doesn't get his pro card, but next year then he can do multiple national shows in a row. So if uh, if he gets better, if he gets worse, after the peak week, you can see like, oh, I could have fed him a lot more, or maybe I didn't need to feed him this much, or I feel like there's a lot of data that you can pick up from doing a couple.
So you're like giving some insight on the benefits of it. If you had to decide for yourself or your client to do one or the other, let's say just one regional and then the qualifier, or would you want to do multiple? I'll tell you what I was thinking is that there's only so much I mean, let's say it's been out there in our off season. There's only so much the body can handle because like the really elite dialed in person, and not to say that everyone isn't, but there's just a certain fatigue, a certain look that can wither away. You don't know if they're going to improve on the next ones. You're also taking a gamble by like, are they going to improve show to show, or will holding that condition deteriorate? Like, will it get harder to peak? Is their metabolism going to speed up where you can feed them into it, or is it going to slow down where like they have to push that much more for the further one? So I was thinking that, I mean, ideally one, ahead of it. And I was also bringing up the point that I mean, it's not much on the muscle contest because muscle contest, all the homies hate muscle contest. But like on the East Coast, you can do a show that literally like Steve judges or Sandy judges, get in front of them and then do something like Universe. Like there is merit to doing that, getting your face out. If you want an overall in front of one of these head IFBB judges, they're gonna remember you at the national show. And human nature, they're gonna be able to pick you out. But I was thinking if you had a bank on one, it would be the one show prior, ideally with 3 weeks away from the pro qualifier, so you can improve. But I think there could be more potential negatives to doing multiple shows.
Yeah, that's what I think. I feel like it depends on the person too, because some people do great with multiple shows, some people don't. So I would say just to be safe than sorry, then one show 3 to 4 weeks prior, get your data, and then I would say do that national show.
Also, the stress of like the money that goes into it. You can if somebody
That's
can
what.
be doing very well. We're not even like, someone that has, that leisure money, but even then, that's still shit adding up, bro. The time when you got to take off work, the time of travel, and then national shows costing what, 350 to 400 bucks to enter. So these things can take money too. So that's another consideration. I was just thinking, I mean, like, dude, sometimes you see these guys at the regional shows. Like I was telling Bree, there's this one guy that's been competing at like every muscle contest show that I've ever been to. Older white guy, probably has his life together, everything's set. But I'm like, this motherfucker's like at every fucking show, dude. There's guys like that. I'm sure they do it for the passion, then because he's just doing regional after regional. But it costs money. We're not talking
So,
just the food, the PDs, the entry, the each time, dude. That you're draining.
Is it
so for sure.
the dude who's like 50 plus or 60 plus? I see the same
No, no,
guy every time.
this there. I know which one guy you're talking about. I would say he's in his 40s. He's way too
Okay,
swole for physique, but you can tell he's not. He doesn't have the lower for bodybuilding, but he's way too fucking jacked for physique.
got it, got it. Yeah. What do you guys think about like competitors who do that? Like they're national level competitors and they do like a couple regionals because they want to win it overall.
I feel like the real competitor will just saves it for the like. They're not going to be doing that shit no more. I mean, for the passion, for the fun of it, and if you just want to win an overall at this show or that show, like if that guy was like, I want to enter the Jay Cutler Classic because I want to win the overall at Jay Cutler show, cool. But outside of that, what are you, bro? What are you doing? What are you doing? Imagine Chris just went in before Nationals, swept some other show. Like, you know what I mean? What I mean?
Yeah.
No, not that one.
Did you
Yeah, I
see
think
the
it's
go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think it's a waste financially. Like, if you're trying to do it properly and you're trying to really make it to the pro ranks and then do something with the pro card, then you can save it for when you gotta compete as a pro.
Yeah. Would you ever have somebody do like a mock like peak week, like say that you do everything the same, but they don't get on stage, like say
What?
they did a national show and then you do like a peak like the week after, but there's no show.
Oh, bro, like, have you heard Andrew Barry talks about doing
Yeah,
that? Dude,
yeah,
that would take so much. That would literally take the I trust my coach so much. I'm already thinking about the next season. That'd be so hard to do, bro. I feel like it can never be the same because then once you don't, regardless if they're so just as detailed, they're not doing it as they're not in the same locked in position. You can get some data out of it, but even if they're competing 6 months from then, it's going to be a different body already. I don't think it
Yeah.
translates as much as like somebody would think.
yeah, makes sense. Did you see the show that was last weekend, the West Coast Classic? Like how competitive it was?
Oh, like the bodybuilders? You
I
see
was looking at
that?
I was looking at Classic, but I would assume
Oh,
so.
a big show. The NPC one, the one
Yeah,
in Riverside, right?
yeah,
Those don't those kind of shows get you hype when you look back at it? You're like, damn, there's some hitters at that shit. That's really cool to see.
yeah. It looked hype. I was like, oh,
Mm.
they're actually doing like multiple rounds and posing them and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Was it a muscle contest?
Yeah, I think so.
So
Uh,
muscle contest took over a lot of like spectrums, a lot of like there like how San Jose was this last weekend. It used to be held by like Muscle Sport, but they kind of bought out all of California shows. So although it is muscle contest, I know like the NPC West Coast was going on under some other not federation, but
promoter.
group before. But it's been going for a
Yeah.
while.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody likes muscle pump.
Dude,
It's funny.
you
The
hear them talk about across all the coaches across they're like, I don't send my clients to SoCal. No.
I didn't think anything of it, like of like how people were talking about that for the longest time, but then I experienced it last season and I was like, okay, I can see what people are talking about.
You
But
okay. I'm just gonna say, yo, they were hyping the fuck and they were using Eric Janicki for so much hype going up to the cow just because Eric Janicki was in it. They were using him for everything. T. Did you see when Shanique Grant did her wellness debut? It was at a muscle contest show. How much they absolutely just plastered her all over every little post, every banner. Shanique won our show. They used so
yeah.
much content out for her. That's all I'm gonna say. I thought it was funny.
So what if you
Yeah.
had a say national level competitor does this national at the end of December wants to do national shows in summer of 27. Will you do a regional then before that? He's already qualified.
I really know. Because let's say this guy got like, let's say they got fourth at a national level show. So they're within that, let's say that they're already close to that. I don't think there's any point. Save it. I'd rather save it for a run of like Junior Nats and Universe or something like that. Save it for something like that versus that. And they're not going to, the body isn't going to be so dramatically different in that 6 month period. Then let's say maybe an 18-month or 2 year off season. That would be different.
Have you ever had a client that's like super like nerves driven that they need like a warm-up show for a national show
No, I
because like
can't
of
say I
all the
haven't been doing that yet. No.
okay,
No,
okay.
I haven't got that yet. No.
Because sometimes those nerves like really eat up people, so it could really
You think
affect them.
even like the high like even if you're that confident in yourself, you think I guess you'd have to get into that individual psyche. Like you'd really have
That's
to.
yeah,
It could be
yeah,
very person to person. That'd be
yeah.
different.
I mean, I can imagine going to a national show and like seeing all the guys. Well, Chris was saying, seeing everybody backstage.
I don't think people realize until they get there like how big it is. Because you can see everyone talks about national show, but it's like until you're really there, really see who's there, then you'll get a eye opener.
How about this one? Do you have your first competitors go to a show before their show?
I always say if you can, if they can, yes. I always suggest it. Just so you can, I mean, the thing is, that day is such a blur. Like your first show is such a blur. Be here at
Yeah.
this time, be there. You're not paying attention to anything the fuck else. But if you can kind of see how things run in like times and places, one of the biggest things I do with all my first time people is give a rundown of like, hey, around this time, they're gonna tell you like all women backstage at 11. Yo, the pros are going on at 11. You're not going on till 1 p.m. You do not need to go back there yet. Let me tell you when to go. Because they're sitting back there just like, what do I
Mhm.
do? But no.
No,
I,
last show
I yeah.
I just watched the show. I was just sitting in the audience, and then like when like because they do like classic masters, whatever. And
Mhm.
then I just went backstage right there. Like, why is everybody sitting backstage?
No, that's good advice because I remember my first show. I never went to a show prior to that, so when I went up on stage, I was so caught off guard. I didn't know
That's
what to
it.
do.
That just happened.
No, like it was pretty funny because I went up and then they're like, proceed. I was like, proceed what? Like, what do I do? Like I literally froze on stage and then they're like, oh, do your your routine. I was like, oh, okay.
And it's
And then
like even like let's say even Jeremy, even if you prepped you for it, he's like it means gibberish when he's telling you, okay, so
yeah,
you're gonna go
yeah,
up to your 45 second, and you're like, my 45 okay. But then
yeah,
when you get up
yeah.
there, you're like, especially if you're one of the first people, you have F Furman, so you weren't the first one. But
I
maybe
was like, yeah,
in the tall classes,
middle.
maybe you were
Well,
somewhere.
there was 8 people, so I think I was like third or fourth.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that was like I think pretty embarrassing because I literally just froze up there, and then he's like,
I think it's
just winged
I
it.
think it's funny the true novice people like that I've had where their last name starts with like A, B, or C, and when they're the first person on in the whole show in their division. Like my girl Stephanie Chaw last time in November, she's shorty at class A. She's the first like wellness competitor out there. And I was just like, heads up, like you're gonna be the first one. And to them, it's like, oh my goodness, but it gets the jitters out of the way. But it's kind of
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, you go up there, you can't even see anything. Just
No,
immediately blinded.
you don't look for people. I mean, you tell yourself, I'm gonna look for my no,
Mhm.
nothing.
Can't see anything.
Yeah.
We have some good questions. We get into some questions.
Cool.
God, there was a good one. This guy asked, "What is each other's favorite compound lift and why?" Chris is gonna say squat.
Nah, actually, it's a bit bittersweet. Legs is like it's fun, but the shit sucks because I really gotta really dig deep. Compound, I would say I love deadlifts. Deadlifts any day. Yeah.
Took my answer.
Okay.
Can we say like bent over rows?
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, really? Oh, you have to be kind of messed up here to really like those. Those are tougher than I think they're tougher than deadlifts. Really position yourself and
Yeah.
hoisting some heavy. That's hard. You like hard.
Yeah, it's like deadlift is cool. Like you're picking something up heavy, but like bent over row, you're also like throwing something around.
True.
hmm
Yeah.
And you're staying in that position. You're staying right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Bento rolls are bread and butter ever since I started. That really built everything.
You still do
Like
them?
when you get strong at the rows, I throw it in every couple weeks. But if you were consistent on the bento rows, those get you back close to you're pretty strong
Have you
if you
guys
do
heard
it
of
properly.
Have you guys heard of Joe Palacios talking about how he never does anything without a chest support anymore because it thickens it? Well, he's looking for every inch he can get on his waist, but I thought it was super interesting. He's like, nothing that isn't chest supported, he's like, I won't do because my shit will grow. But he's kind of the freak factor in the sense that probably and he can probably do like a side of oblique crunches and his shit would like grow like that. So
Yeah,
maybe
he can afford.
he's definitely the outlier, but
I don't know. I love bent over rows, and I used to do them all the time. And then once I stopped doing them, then my back grew. Maybe I
Yeah,
was
I
just
do a
not
lot
doing
more
it.
chest. Yeah. I think within like the growing when you're like when you first start till like when you learn all this stuff, now you see that chest support is probably a little better. So that's why I kind of gravitate towards chest supported more rather than bent over. Um, but like I said, every couple 3 weeks, I always try to do a couple sets of them.
Make sure you can still do
Yeah.
it.
I still got that dog in me. I got it. I still got it.
This guy writes in says, "Is Anavar overrated for guys?"
Dude, I'm gonna say that is the literal like I would throw that in at any point. If you're in a, like an off season, if you're in a prep, like it is the just it's this I think I compare it to like the oral like primo in the sense of like people say, well, there's something strong. Yeah, there probably is something stronger. There is things that are stronger, but it works. Like it is effective of what it's meant to do. All these things are just contributing towards the end goal of have everything else in line, throw a little bit of this, it'll increase your performance, it'll increase you can even make it what's like the cartilage tissue regrowth, like there's recovery benefits of it. There's so much to it. I'm gonna say it's underrated because everyone wants to take the flashier, stronger something where throw a little bit of that in the background, boom, boom, boom. It's gonna amplify everything.
I feel like pumps on Anavar are better, but like obviously strength on Anadrol, like,
Absolutely different world difference.
right?
World
Yeah,
of difference.
but some like just the strength doesn't always mean like the like thickest pump. I
Oh,
feel like
you're right. Mhm.
Anavar gives a better pump.
Yeah.
I think it's accurately rated.
Okay.
This ties into, I guess, what we were talking about earlier. I should have brought it up. This guy says, "What separates local level bodybuilders from national level and pros?" Good question.
Let's hear it,
Good
Chris.
question. Um, I think the ultimate factor that separates them is really the vision. Like if you don't have like the vision, you're walking on a blind path. I feel like that's what most people don't have, and usually the people that have it, they're already progressing or doing some type of thing in their um, area of expertise. So I feel like if you have that, just like I always tell my brother, like that manifestation of like the idea of where you're trying to get, like you always think about that, and that kind of leads you in uh, your goals as you reach them, so on and so forth.
To go off exactly what you're saying, I think you hear it said all the time. Ty talks about it. It's the acting like a pro or doing what a pro would do before being a pro, right? You have all
Yeah.
those habits set. That's the vision. You're already like, no, like this is what I'm doing, and this is what
Mhm.
I do on a daily basis. Things that would be conducive for a pro, right? I think we could say that the attitude, life. I mean, not to say year round, but life. That's your life. That's your lifestyle. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that that is a. It's just more time, just more time doing the same thing. Like
Mhm.
Mhm.
I feel like I see a lot of guys who talking about doing the same show, compete year after year, but they take the off season off. They just prep and then do whatever, and then prep and then do whatever. Like you'll
Isn't
always be a local guy.
Isn't that
Yeah.
funny how like it's because bodybuilding, you talk about how entry level it can be. Like anyone can sign up for it, anyone could go to the gym and do this kind of stuff. But like in no other sport, like you ever think like well, in the off season, you're not going to do anything to improve your jump shot. You're not going to do anything to improve like your throwing speed, whatever. Like people think they could just stop and you will get
Yeah.
better the next time. It doesn't work like that, right? It doesn't apply to anything.
I think most people are trying to find that balance. Like, and I feel like it's to a certain degree, it's possible, but to make that leap and bounds from people, there's no balance. You got to kind of be obsessed in whatever you're doing.
Good way to put it.
I think even if you look at like daily life, like it's really not that hard if you really want balance. Like you're still gonna go work out and you're still gonna eat the food. You just eat a little bit more, a little bit less, or like I mean, I always think like people like quit their job to bodybuild. It's like what are you gonna do? Sleep?
That's a perfect example, right? Like, what do you mean? Why are you gonna do? You still have plenty of hours of the day,
Yeah.
regardless.
I can see getting a new job
Something
because
more conducive.
yeah,
Something more
your job
conducive.
doesn't let you eat or whatever. Like I've done that, but yeah, you just got to eat the meal and go to the gym for an hour and a half.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ren, this has nothing. This has to do with a job that I had. Chris, I don't know who I ever told this. I've mentioned to a few people, and I've been. This is gonna be funny. Totally bodybuilding aside. So this is the bodybuilding and bullshit part of it. Did you guys know I worked at a strip club for 2 weekends?
Oh,
When I
you
was working
did.
at wholesale, I got hired. I a guy came in. he was the manager of the strip club in Santa Ana, and I can't even tell you what it's called now. But this has nothing to do with bodybuilding. I'm just telling a story now, dude. I was a security, like a doorman. He's like, you can be good and scary, like, I mean, like, I'm not gonna say I know how to fight, but I can, try to be big and scary. So, dude, I was told my shift was going to be from 10 to 2 a.m. My first night there, I didn't leave till 5 in the morning. I was pissed. Imagine just being stuck in, like, and this, I guess I'm talking about like jobs that are not conducive towards bodybuilding. Fuck that. First off, I found it gross. A lot of the bouncers there were also like, dude, look at all the chicks. Like, I was like, no, dude, what the fuck? We're supposed to protect them. The weirdest part about that job was when we had to go in the VIP rooms, I had to just stand at the door like this, watching this girl grind on this man just getting himself off. It was fucking disgusting. But the money, there's so much money in that, bro. Because they tip the girls tip the bouncers out for like I don't know what. That day I walked out with dollars an hour. But I was so pissed because this is me driving home at 5:30 a.m. I was like, I made 500 bucks, but I'm exhausted. I have to go to wholesale tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, bro, it was fucked.
Oh, damn,
But
that's crazy.
I could, like, the next weekend I went in and I was like, I can't do this. I worked too. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't. It was more just a side hustle. I didn't even need the money. It was more just like how much he was promising me all this money. I was like, well, he came through. It was right. Either way, that job would not have been conducive because I had to be so alert. Maybe I guess if I got more comfortable with it, but
Mhm.
personally find it kind of gross. Not kind of. It was fucking gross.
Yeah, I had
I
to work
bet.
security, and then I worked security for like a month, and it was same thing. Like, you have your shift, and then the next person has to come for the next shift. It's like a 24-hour thing, and then somebody didn't show up for their next shift, so it was like,
It was extended. Did it extend?
yeah. So then I had to like Instacart, food.
And you're like, you don't
Couldn't go to the
understand. Like,
gym.
I was ready for
That's
this
crazy.
block of time. I was ready for this block of time.
Well,
There's
I'm
nothing you can
like,
do.
yeah, I'm like texting the guy, like, are you gonna come? Like, I'm ready to eat my next, like, my pre-workout meal because I'm about to be off. Oh,
I would have
Men,
been pissed.
men used to go to war. Now we worry about our next meal.
That's crazy.
that's what separates local level bodybuilders from national level
Mhm.
That specific. No, but really, a job conducive towards bodybuilding in itself, you do need it. Even if it is an office job where you do have a 15, a 30, and a 15, something like that at least, where you're able to, there's probably jobs that you get stuck somewhere for, dude, how the fuck was Kev Trains Hard doing the oil shifts, dude? That is really, people talk about
That's
motivational
first,
stuff,
yeah, yeah.
dude.
Like
I'd be
make it work.
zombie, like dragging my fucking boots, like, I don't know what he never really talks about exactly what he does, but like, we have an idea and I'm
Well,
like, dude, oh Ty, you talked to him firsthand. How
yeah,
the fuck?
he's insane. I spent like 2 days with him for a photo shoot. He I thought it was so funny. He has all of his food for the day in one container, and
oh, shit.
Troughs?
he just picks at it throughout the day. So we're doing this photo shoot, and we trained, and then we finished training. He's like, bro, I'm so hungry. So he finishes eating his food like without realizing. And he's like, it's like 7 p.m. and he's like, dude, I don't have any more food for the rest of the day. Like, that was it. I was like, dude, you do this every day? And he's like, yeah. He's like, this is like, he doesn't like, time the meal or whatever. He's like, if it gets in, it gets in. But he didn't end up going to
Yeah,
bed till like 2 in the morning with no food.
That's why,
yeah.
because that job, we're talking about less sleep, the activity levels. Oh, dude, I don't know how he did that. Because I would see TikTok edits of like, I like almost didn't want to train today, but then I remember Kev trains hard, works in the oil field, and then goes to the gym. And I'm like, that's real, bro. I feel that. No, I don't. I won't ever feel that, but how?
And
He's
I think
crazy.
people need to realize that people sometimes have that type of schedule and they still get it done. It just comes to like how bad do you want it?
The moms that I work with, bro, some of them, I'm like, I respect. I couldn't imagine you're hangry, you're coming home, you're tired, you gotta still cook some food, but then your fucking kid's crying over there. Respect. That's what
Yeah.
I'm not your fucking kid, but right, you're like, I
Mhm.
just have to show up and do that. There's so much more problems that, oh my goodness, that some of us don't have or to work through, and you, it's unfortunate the judges don't give a fuck. hey, you had to take care of two kids at home. You have to make sure that everything's taken care of. It. No, it just matters what you bring to stage. So some people kind of do have it more convenient. I don't want to say easier than others, but more convenient because not everyone takes full advantage of that. But
Yeah.
it's everyone's so different.
Sometimes those are your best clients though, because they don't have time to like fuck around.
Complain or
Uh-huh.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No complaint because like they got other problems.
Yeah, they need that. Okay, tell me what to do. Roger that. Everything just keeps on. The motion keeps on going.
That's a good one. Quick one. Why do some men use tadalafil pre-workout?
Do you use it, Chris? Dude, I was
You're missing out.
cheaper than nitro, bro. Cheaper than nitros. You get yourself a nice little India plug or Turkish plug. You get like 100 of them for like $15. It's just like I don't want to like make it sound magical more than it is. It's a very effective pump product. We'll just leave it at that. It's a very
Okay.
effective pump product.
It's a,
You
it's
really
a
never tried one?
No, like it's like Cialis or
Yeah, yeah.
like okay, yeah, I've
I've
tried.
never used Viagra. I've only used Cialis. Do you know the
Okay.
they do the
difference,
same.
Ty?
They do
Okay.
the same. I've tried them both. They do this.
Um,
Basically, it's a very strong vasodilator. You get muscles
yeah.
relaxed. You get more blood flows. It's more blood flow to whatever muscle you are using.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever muscle here. Yes. Hype on that.
Yes. Uh, yeah. Biggest mistake people make when trying to lose fat.
Eating less.
Not eating less or not eating
No,
where, right?
no. People think that they have to eat less. Like,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Elaborate. Go,
yeah,
let's see. I want to hear it.
like more like not cutting down your stuff, eating more frequently, not skipping meals, actually feeding the metabolism and stuff like that.
like they
People
end up
think
eating one meal a day.
exactly, yeah. They think fat loss, I gotta eat once or stuff like that.
I like
I
that.
get that a lot at wholesale. I'm like, bro, like
Intermittent
for real?
fasting.
And the one time they eat, and you're like, well, what do you eat? Well, like I get home and I cook whatever my wife did, and that's just like a plate of not even talking shit on that, but like a plate of slop, like a plate of a lot of calories, right? Something
Yeah,
dense. And you're like,
yeah,
no, you slammed a bunch there. And when they say, hey, I didn't eat the whole day, they truly mean they didn't sit down and eat a meal, but they were eating shit throughout the day.
yeah,
Little
yeah.
things here and there.
I had this one guy, I was like, bro. So like whenever someone asks me for help and I can tell that they're serious, I'll have a 30-minute conversation with you if you're
Yeah.
serious. Like, and I can tell the difference. And this guy like seemed like he's pretty serious. And when I was just explaining like just eat whole foods, put like one or two shakes in between your meals, things like that. He's like, so like I can't like you don't think I should be eating junk food? I'm like, bro, is that are you serious? He's like, well, like I kind of I have like little small bags of chips and like things like that. I'm like, you could do that, but progress was gonna take a lot longer, so it's really up to you. But he was serious, like he was like, so I can't eat junk food? I was like, well, bro, like,
Exactly that. One phrase I'll use is your rate of progress. Like,
yeah,
can you get there eventually? Yes, but if people will give up, like if you keep on keeping those things in, it'll be slow where you want to give up.
yeah,
Where just if you just eliminate it, that's what I talk about with dude and with alcohol. I'm gonna say alcohol is one of the biggest things. If somebody just like, can I still have alcohol and do this? If they ask that question, like you just know it's
I'm not
tough.
there.
It
Yeah,
slows down everything. I say that alcohol it's a poison. It is the way it slows down your body metabolically, recovery wise, muscle protein synthesis. It slows every function down of your body. And so if you're trying to keep that in, like just cut it out. It's just easier just to cut it versus trying to balance that in. Or I say like until you've reached your goal. Because there's fit influencers out there that I'm not talking about the ones that do heavy drugs and drink all the time, but like the ones that are getting really good shape. Once you've reached that point where you're comfortable and you're happy with where you're at, you can have the social drinks on the weekends.
yeah.
But are you there yet? You're not. Then no, then no, right?
If people, do you have people that like drink and like they ask you like if they can do like shots instead of like actual beer?
And those are the ones that I want to say are usually they are trying to they want to have the fun and they are trying to make a change and they're trying to do the best they can to stick to it.
Yeah,
Usually I can tell those that are like, well, what about like soda water with this? And I'm like, their gears are moving.
Hmm.
even if they don't have it down quite yet, at least the gears are turning. The gears are turning.
Okay.
So those ones you can tell they're a little bit more serious and trying to. But I'm like, the bullshit that's in the dude, a day trip, the fucking fish bowls of stuff. That's who knows. Just
So
I
much
just picture
sugar.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it tastes like a star. I had a sip. Like it tastes like a Starburst. It's delicious.
Yeah. You
But
don't
like
taste
I'm like,
nothing.
what's in this? Like I don't like I couldn't even right. I don't know. Oh.
You guys got the lifestyle people, but I think from a bodybuilder, like, or like I guess like bodybuilders who like, they kind of live the lifestyle or whatever, they do it themselves. I get a lot of people who just kind of like they eat the same thing every day and then like consistently lower their calories without like changing anything else. So like they're just eating 3,000 calories one week, and then once that stalls, and they just go to 2,750, and then they just go to 2,500, like the same thing every day. And then like I try to explain to like eventually like you'll just go to nothing. Like you'll just go to 1,500 calories. Like you're just gonna eat 1,500 calories a day. Uh, I think it's important to like have nutrient timing and understand where we need food. Use a refeed every once in a while, like more niche things. But like if you can kind of understand the premise, then you can take it to your lifestyle. So like I have a couple guys who like they're on like a carb cycle, and they kind of can plan around, like, oh, I have a gathering this weekend, like we can do an extra low day so that I can make it to the high day on that day instead of take the high day the day before, whatever. So it's like I think learning how to eat is one of the most important things because like we see the people who eat once a day and then they're also taking like a GLP, and then it just like it just compounds of like you could like if you're eating one meal a day and you take a GLP, you could like accidentally not eat that day, and it's just not
Absolutely.
going to be
You
a
never make it to it.
yeah, it's just not going to be a sustainable thing to do long term. So
And that look that you would get from doing that would be so much different. It would be
melted ice cream, like,
absolutely
Yeah.
melted ice cream.
rather always be shredded or always be peak bulk.
No.
And let me put
Uh,
some more. Before you guys answer this, I'm going to put some more context. But you
okay.
also feel the two,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
you
right.
feel
Okay,
both.
you feel that you're completely shredded, and you feel like you're fully bulked.
Wait, is it like contest prep shredded?
Yeah, let's say it's
Yeah,
even that. Yeah, like
yeah.
full Riri up in
Like
the brain.
compounds
Yeah.
and everything? Oh, have some bread in there chilling.
Oh, just that.
I'm kidding now.
But I think I want to elaborate on that. What Reddit does, but it doesn't take the brain slowing down, right? It doesn't take the
No,
heavy
no, no, no,
feet. It
no, no,
doesn't take the
no,
heavy feet feeling away. That's
no,
tough,
no, no.
bro. Ty, what do you think?
I don't
I think I
know.
would be shredded for sure.
I think I might have to think shredded. The bulk is tough.
Yeah,
You're like
being peak
the
bulk.
bulk ain't pretty.
Nah.
Both times you got feet hurt because you're heavy, feet hurt because there's nothing left on your feet. Sitting down, you can't get up because you're tired. Sitting down, you can't get up because you're tired.
It's just because you're shredded, so there's that
Yeah.
too.
I'd rather be starving than forcing food, honestly.
I don't know. This is
So,
a tough.
I think shredded's the easy answer because you can do so. I mean, I'm gonna say like that's why like if your job or fitness is part of it, you can make content out of that. Even if you are slowed down, you just have to take a little bit more time in between things.
yeah.
Yeah,
Less
you
time
got
eating.
Less time eating.
lots of modafinil.
Someone definitely feel mega.
Dude, I was dying laughing.
I watched it. I watched it this morning. So
Yeah.
Ty, told Chris what we're talking about.
Ganabolic, Joe Gann.
No. I
He's
think
like a UK bodybuilder. But,
mhm.
anyways, he's doing like this whole classic to super heavyweight transformation. Like he's
Insane.
getting insanely huge. But
Mhm.
he was like doing a vlog, and he's like walking, and he's like in a mini cut. So he's like mate, like I'm feeling mega. He's like, I feel so much better. Like all his weight's coming off like easily. I feel like I just took a modafinil this morning. So I didn't even take anything.
And imagine just that hardcore English accent. It's just so
Oh,
badass. The way
that's why you said Meg on your story, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
they say it so casually in other
So
YouTubes and
casual.
and I'm like, damn, some other cool stuff they
I
say.
like how they speak. Yeah, I
I
like
feel
their
like
lingo.
American slang is stupid versus like English slang. I don't. Maybe it's just because we're
No,
American, so I think sometimes I'm like, bro, what?
English slang sounds more sophisticated.
It does.
Yeah. Mega is sick. What else? They say something. What does Dara always say? He says something. Is he the one? He's the one who says leveraging. Huh?
He does. He does. Because Kuba
Yeah.
says leveraging. Because Kuba
Yeah.
says
Leveraging.
leveraging.
We're leveraging the winstraw.
Leveraging the straw. You know what? I think on that note, with the specific verbiage, oh, let's get a little topic I want to bring up. Something that grinds my gears. Dude, the freaking AI coaches and or the influencers that post AI content in the sense of they've never ever, when you talk to someone and like you don't want to talk about something you don't know about, like you don't talk like you know about something, and then when they make a carousel post or they talk and they make a reel and you're like, bro, sounds like he fucking went to UCLA and got a biochemistry degree. No, he doesn't. Homie doesn't. He doesn't even know how to speak correctly. And then they post these things and do these things. You're like, no, where you can see the holes in their when you talk to them. You're like,
Yeah,
you don't talk like that, bro. Sometimes
yeah,
even I get my clients who be like, you talk really smart sometimes because some of the words I use, but that's just me flowing things out. Where like you sometimes see like these people talk and use these words and like type these things out. You're like, bro, no, you
yeah.
don't talk like that. You know what I'm talking about?
The
Yes,
carousel
it's
posts are the worst.
The carousel posts, like, bro, you're that literate. Like, you need to write a book.
Yeah. But in the same thought, though, some people like what's his name, Mike
Yeah.
White, maybe. I think I saw one of his carousel posts, and I thought like the same thing. Like, who's this guy writing all this stuff? And then I watched his podcast, and I was like, oh, my bad,
Off the dome,
off the dome.
exactly.
Yeah,
And then you're like, no, this dude knows his stuff. And it goes back to like let's talk about the coach, like the Bill Belichick. You look at him, you're like, what does he know about football? Fucking legend, right? Like some people do know a lot and they don't exactly, may not look like it, but they know what they're talking about.
you think a good coach has to have gone through bodybuilding? It may not be the most genetically gifted, but at least gone through it.
100%.
yeah. Some type of process with it.
Yeah, I always think of like Hani and Stefan.
Yeah,
Like,
Oh,
yeah. They
dude,
went.
apparently I once looked him up because I remember he talked about that he competed before. I
yeah,
looked at dude, he did. I'm gonna say he did get shredded, although just terrible shape and everything.
yeah,
But like, and that's okay. But you can tell when somebody's got themselves there.
yeah, yeah. Dude, he's had some of the craziest protocols I've ever heard.
They're crazy
Who?
over there.
He's doing like 200 Anadrol.
Stephen Kienzl, the boss of Outlaw.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh, really?
he doesn't give a fuck, mate. Just homie talks, and you're like, damn, you did what, bro?
Yeah.
He's like, he did like I did 18 IUs of GH. He's like, just for a bit. I'm like, bro, what the oh my God.
Yeah, what's his name? Anabolics doing 15 a day. I was like, oh shit.
Anabolic's
Bad.
doing a lot. The classic to bodybuilder guy. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
When I the one I sent you where he said he was explaining his cruise dosages. He's like, yeah, we're just on a little bit of a cruise. He's like, 400 tests, 600 mass, and 400 premium. He's like,
And
It's crazy.
totally, but you're like, no, you look at these guys, you're like, he looks like it. Like he looks like he would be using that much. But you're like, bro, I didn't he say like he lowered his GH to 10, right? Or something like that?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And you're like, dude, you look like you're doing that. And I believe
Crazy.
he talks about his bloods all the time. He gets them done every month. I believe they're good, but that's still a lot of strain. I don't know,
Yeah.
but he's gonna make it. He is gonna make it.
but it's safer use. He'll be fine.
Yeah, just touch some Master Primo. He's gonna be good.
Uh, you're a big mass guy though, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Even in off season.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say because Master Primo just I don't feel like I'm running gear and I don't get the sides of it, dude. Like all those kind of little things. Like I was telling Ty, I tried MPP this last maybe 2 months ago or 2.5 months ago,
Yeah,
and my back broke out in like 3 days. I was like,
Okay.
damn, I just can't. This is not something I'm going to deal with right now. So nope, go back to Primo. As to Primo, they work
Do you
for
ever
me.
go test lower than the Mass and Primo like the UK guys do?
I've never done that, dude. No, I'm afraid I'm going to feel like shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I always hear like 1400 Mass, 1200 Mass.
Uh-huh. And even then, like, let's say a respectable dose of tests. Let's say like 600 tests, 1200
Right.
mass. So nothing like 200 or anything like that. I feel like I just wouldn't feel good. I don't, and that's something that's not an experiment I want to try because if they're, especially if they're nantate esters, you're going to be feeling like that for at least 2 to 3 weeks.
So there's that. That doesn't sound as bad as the people who do like low test and high DECA or something.
No, fuck
You
that.
heard of
Why?
that?
I'm not never trying that.
Test is best.
Yes.
Test and Andrew. Besides the Winstrol that we were talking about last week, what are some crazy things that you've heard?
Oh my goodness. We're going to talk about the women's side of things.
Oh,
Oh, dude, even local coaches, she's local. Leave that. One day I'm just gonna fucking blur. If you know that, like, let's talk about the bikini division. It's such an entry level division, and I do believe a good amount of them, the good ones especially, are taking, let's say, some Clan and some Anavar, potentially some Primo or GH, but like in like respectable doses. Like we're talking like maybe 25, 50 mgs of Primo a week. Like we're talking low, but you know, like a first time competitor starter pack of T3 Clan Primo and Anavar for like a first time bikini competitor. That's scary, dude. And like, you've heard of these coaches like telling like women like this is what you need to do if you want to win. But trust me, like I'm a good like trust me, I know what I'm doing. But then they have the receding hairline and they talk like the Dark Knight. Oh, no, I'm not going to try. Why would I? The female protocols I've seen, and we're talking about the regional level. I can't say I've ever firsthand seen a pro level like wellness protocol or something like that. But the regional, I'm like, dude, you don't even know if you're into this stuff quite yet.
That's what
Blows
the
my
girls are
mind.
doing? That's nuts.
I think the like even at the shows, like the guys who just coach women or whatever, they're like bikini coaches or whatever, and like you see them with them, and they're like eating a whole meal. They're eating like whatever salmon or whatever. It's like so many weird things, and they're just like putting propaganda in their head.
Absolutely.
Like I don't get it.
Because I think, dude, women are so militant. Have you worked with a lot of women yet? Or like had a few clients?
Just a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple.
They're militant as fuck, dude. You get one of them that's driven, and I'm gonna tell you, they don't break. They're
Yeah,
insane.
and that's what I had to learn like with helping women is like food can come down pretty low. Like, and it's like it won't affect like how like a male will.
You see some of them, obviously we don't know them behind closed doors, but you swear some of them you wouldn't know. I mean, they look shredded, they are shredded, but they're still so functional and smiley and doing things. And you're like, fuck that. No, like, don't talk to me, bro. Fucking hood on and shit. And some of them are like, how are you so alive and lively? How do you
That
do it?
survival, their survival instinct.
To that, I believe, no, 100% contributes.
They got
Mhm.
to. We don't got that. We don't got that dog.
No.
Nah, and the prep, I'm pretty up. I'm good.
Dude, doesn't it, do you ever feel bad sometimes too? Like, you know what sucks is, let's say you're at the gym and you're posing with your shirt off towards the tail end of prep, and like there's dudes that like compliment you, like respectful compliment, like, dude, like you look fucking great, and you want to like give them the energy and the time to like do thank you, like just doing this, and you're like, but it's not the time, dude. Like it's not the time. Do you ever feel bad
Yeah.
after post show? I tried so bad to like establish a relationship again after that with like the fist bump, what's up, homie, but like when you just like they come say hi to you, and you're just like, what's up? And you give them the bump just so you can get away. I feel bad.
That was
I gotta
weird.
do it.
It is weird because I was last prep. I was at Metroflex like all day training people, and then train to just like see people all day, like the same people, and they're all asking, "How you feeling? How's it?"
The
So
same as
it's
yesterday.
Yeah.
same as
You,
yesterday.
you feel obligated to talk to them.
You do
Yeah.
have to turn it on because like you are human. You want it, and also like you get it. You know, you're present. You know it, but it gets tough. First
Yeah.
world problems, dude. But imagine being in sales and like imagine selling cars and doing that. There's some jobs that, dude, there's people that are like waiters or servers doing that. I can't even imagine.
Fuck.
Lose your patience self.
That's what I'm saying. Like true direct
Fuck your
customer
wife.
service jobs.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, like no refill for you.
Yeah, I
yeah.
know. Like I don't want to go back to that table. Nope, nope, not going back.
You tell them to change their order. Like they order the large pizza, like get something.
It's
Come on.
something else.
You guys feel that? That was weird. I've heard other people talk about it too. Like at the end of prep, like started like just cooking for like the family. So it was like okay, cook dinner, make something.
I I have a personal chef, bro. So I don't cook much.
I mean, like the like you just like wanted to like be around the food, so then you just like cook it for other people.
Oh
There's a
yeah.
lot of people do that a lot.
I did that a lot for you, singer. Like past preps, I would always cook her breakfast or make her some fancy like French toast with like chocolate chips,
And
just because I couldn't.
you fit it
No, no,
into your routine, right? You fit into your routine.
well, I wouldn't because I would always make my breakfast. So I would wake up early because I would do my fasting and everything,
Uh,
and she would wake up after I'm done making breakfast because that's one normal time. I would
a
make my
normal time.
normal, yeah, and then I would just make her just something that I would want to eat, but I can't eat because I was on prep, and then she would eat it. So it'd be like French
Nice.
toast, it would be like bagels, avocado toast, or just random shit. That's how I really learned how to cook because I would just fucking make some shit up.
Bro's pushing everybody else's surplus up while he's in a deficit.
Yeah.
Make sure they eat good.
Nice. Those are all
A
the
personal
questions.
chef.
Yeah, must be nice. Person chef.
I know.
Dude, yeah, it helps. And like the little things, like the cook, dude, like I get shredded chicken, I get air fried chicken, I get pan seared one, and it's all like literally you realize how much you can cook without adding bullshit. Like literally in the crock pot, she gets this like taco seasoning, and then we there's a shredder that like it's this thing you put the chicken in and it shreds it up like this. It is creates makes chicken so high volume too. Not that I need that right now, but like other little things in air frying chicken, dude, it makes it like you can crisp it just right, and like you can sugar free ketchup, like make them like they're not nuggets because they don't have breading or anything, but dude, they can be so too. My mouth's watering. It's good. I enjoy all my food, but I wouldn't if not if well, have you guys ever tried hummus fit?
No.
Expensive.
Yeah.
Retarded expensive, but it's a total luxury. But their protein by the pound, dude, you're like the people that are sponsored by them, they have it. They have prep on easy mode. The chicken they
Uh,
make is so good, bro.
don't
And
they make
I
it with the sauce?
they this you can get it with the sauce on it or without because they have their prep friendly chicken, which I still think tastes delicious, but they have like a one that's like tossed in it. But bro, but like $16 a pound for chicken.
Yeah,
No,
that's ridiculous.
you need money. We need money for growth hormone, so chicken can
Yeah,
pass.
chicken can pass. $16 a pound. Like more expensive than Primo.
That's dude. But it's like I guess you also got to think of like some people it does fit their budget. Like, dude, have you seen like Trader Joe's has
Yeah,
chicken by the pound? I want to say it's $12 a pound. I could be
it's
wrong. Have you
yeah,
guys seen it?
it's like 12 bucks. Yeah,
Yeah. Where it's that one's even more fresh. Like you look at it, it's a little carved chicken breast, so it really tastes good. But like you can always think of like especially the like, dude, there's guys I work with that are like they work offshore, they do like longer shifts or like the shift workers. Like when they make enough money like that, that is although it's a luxury, it saves you time in other ways. It gives you money in other ways, right? So you can have more downtime. So for some people, like the convenience is totally worth it, especially the ones that can't stick to shit. Food that tastes good.
Sure.
I don't know. Just the amount of protein that we eat a day, it's like that adds up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm talking about maybe two 5 ounce portions a day, that might be doable. But outside of that, no.
Yeah.
So, what, a pound of chicken lasts like maybe a day?
That's why I know, dude. Have you ever
Pound
thought
of
of
chicken? Nah, I go like a pound
Like
and a
less than a
half.
day. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
we do like poke bowls from well, luckily we have H Mart right by our house. So H Mart has like the sushi grade tuna for a pretty good, like it's still more expensive than that, bro, because it's interchangeable. Like that's interchangeable with chicken breast. You can even use instead of tilapia towards that tail end of the prep, but it's like you also have to buy it fresh at the time, and like you it's going to stack up if, especially if you're doing like 200 grams or something like that of a protein source. But that's a hack right there. Some sushi grade tuna. If you get
Mhm.
it right, and if you get rice in that meal with soy sauce,
Yeah. I can eat
Might
poke all the time.
might have to do that. That's pretty
so
fire.
good, bro. And it's like, but you have to go to like a Asian market like that because if you don't, if you go to fucking Stater Bros to get some of that, it's gonna be like 18 bucks a pound. Go to H
Yeah.
Mart. You know what's fucked up about H Mart is you don't know where anything is. Have you ever been shopping there before?
It's
Never.
a different language, is it?
I can't read that. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And like there, I swear, like the workers are like paid to not be helpful. I think it's just it might be a culture thing. I could be wrong. Please forgive me, God, forgive me. It could be a culture thing, but like they're not as helpful. Like you ask for help, and it's like
I
I.
think because you came into their store like that.
That's what I'm fucking saying,
Yeah.
right? I okay, because so Bree's Filipino, and I make this joke that like there's you've seen it before too. There's like the older Asian man that will stand in the middle of the aisle and they're completely unaware of the space. That's a like they
Uh,
won't. Yeah, we could talk about other cultures too that do shit
that's
like that, but I
everywhere.
think it's the most funny thing. And it's just like just spatial awareness is on zero, and they just
Yeah.
said no way.
Have you seen people talk about Costco cart drivers have zero awareness? They just like are going and then they just stop. They
Yeah.
just
Wait, what? What is this?
like
There's like a
Costco
video.
people in Costco have like no spatial awareness.
Oh my goodness! Do you guys go shopping at Costco? Either of you guys?
Yeah,
So you see that shit, you experience that.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Uh,
People will literally
on a
walking,
Sunday.
looking, and stop just like like in front of you. That shit.
Oh my goodness.
I feel
Mm.
I,
it's a
I think
trend.
it's worse because I'm so observant of everything. So it's like I expect people to be observant too. So it's like,
It's funny because you're like like that's you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to walk
yeah.
check. You're supposed to.
Hmm. 'Cause I feel bad because I know how I look in public, so I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. So I'm always like trying to make sure I'm out of the way or making my shoulders smaller than yeah. So
When you just go, excuse me, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." You're like, "No, dude, just excuse." Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not a problem. I'm just trying to get through. It's all good. Like, fuck.
Do you ever get the people who ask you questions in Costco? They
Like
like say they say you're looking big well, what do I got to eat to look like you or whatever.
and you
oh
and you look in their
yeah.
cart.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I,
saying.
I I always get, hey bro, how much you bench? Like always.
What's
I
your answer? What's your answer?
What do you say to that?
I was like, well, I don't max, so I don't really know. I always say
You
that.
need to say like all of it. How would you bench
Bro
all of it?
hit him with
I
it. Well, actually,
You got
a
time?
lot
Take
of
a
people,
seat.
a lot of people think like I play football still, so I get mistaken as a football player. But
Have you ever gotten like a wrestler, like a WWE wrestler?
I've gotten boxer a couple
Oh,
times.
really?
I
Do
don't know
people not
why.
know that boxer? It would hinder you so bad to be muscular as
yeah,
a boxer.
I sometimes tell people I'm a professional chess player. Like, what the fuck? I'm not just playing. I'm a bodybuilder.
Yeah. I usually will just like grab something off the shelf. Like, what should I eat? This.
Why? It's just like it works.
Yeah, it works. And then just throw it in the cart. People are funny. People,
Yeah,
people are funny. I like to know what goes on in people's heads.
actually, because it baffles me many times.
Yeah,
Do either of you guys go to like commercial gyms often? Because you guys will both go to like, would we say we all go to private gyms for the most part?
yeah. Do cardio.
Yeah. I
Or
only go to commercial like during prep if I need like a quick arm workout or 24s. So
Hmm.
Yeah, just go
mostly work
24
at
to do
home.
cardio.
Yeah.
I have EOS for that, and you're right. I just
I
go straight to the stairs or treadmill, and I don't really do much else.
yeah, I can't do commercial gyms no more. Like it's just the workout shit. Only arms I'll do like at 24 or something if I need to, but actual chest or back workout, I'll avoid it for sure.
We're spoiled.
Dude,
Yeah.
we're talking about wait times,
Well,
we're also talking equipment, we're also talking about, right?
yeah,
Such a
well, people,
difference.
it's just the 24s I go to is like it's everyone I went to high school with. So it's like,
Or
oh, it's
like
Furman.
South,
Hey,
like in
what's
the
up,
Metro,
bro? Hey.
South Coast Metro, right?
Yeah, so it's like if I go there at prime time when I normally go, I'll be there for 3 hours. And it's like, come on.
I went to see Iron Hands Mike. Shout out Iron Hands Mike. I saw him on Monday, and he gave me some stuff to do for my back. So he said, like after the day after back training, like when you go do cardio, to do a couple exercises, stretches, or whatever. So I did that this morning. So I went to go do cardio at 24. It was just like the whole thing. I was just like weights, these people. They, I was just trying to like stretch out a little bit, like with weight. He like had me like open up my lat, like pull against the cable machine. So I was like taking pride of weight, like watching everybody. Like, what are we doing?
Oh
Doing
my God. I hate to, and you know what? It too is it's like you never even want to like you're not judging them to hate on them. You're just like, I wish you knew. I wish you just knew what
Yeah,
you were doing sometimes. I think the more veteran you get in the gym too, the less you're like shit talking. Like I'm never gonna take a video of someone and laugh at them. I'm more
yeah,
thinking to myself, like, "Oh, like I wish I would love to go over there and just like give you a critique. But some people can be receptive, other people would be offended. And you
yeah.
never
And
know. Because
yeah,
sometimes they can be the most like, oh, dude, Chris, okay, Ty, you're big as fuck, so you can feel this too. But do you ever have that unk moment of like, you see a youngin, and then you're just like, hey, bro, I see you coming here, like, keep it, like, you want, give them a little pep talk and like keep them going. You tell, like, hey, I've seen you work, and they go, like,
yeah,
I, I'm gonna say that's
yeah.
the best part about being unk age now is like I can tell like the younger lifter like something, and like I'm genuine about it too. Like, I'm like, hey, like, I know if I got told by someone bigger than me when I was younger, I'd be like, fuck yeah, you know?
Yeah. No, I hold myself back from telling people things just because of that. Like I don't know how they're gonna be receptive to it. But there's only instances that I always do it when I see someone that could hurt themselves pretty bad. And I always, hey bro, I don't want to see you get hurt, but just please adjust this. Cause then, oh bro, and that's when they're usually like, I appreciate it, thank you.
Yeah.
But some things like it scares me. Like I've helped someone deadlift properly at 24 because this fool was just rounding his back so bad and going up. He was like three and a half plates. I was like, I don't want you to hurt your spine or let something pull us to just I would just drop it a little bit. And then I told him the form. He's like, bro, thank you. Like, I'm always trying to go heavy because my friend thinks I'm weak and I'm just trying to pull weight. Like, so he's coming from an ego standpoint. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and I felt bad because like a lot of people are like driven like that based on their friends or buddies telling them that they're not strong enough or whatever. So,
think it depends on the situation. Like if
yeah.
I helped some kid the other day, he was like, I could tell he was like trying to figure something out on the machine. He was like doing a pull down, like a one arm pull down, and he was like kept looking at it. He was like trying to like figure it out. He's like feeling with his other arm, like trying to figure it out, and like he just needed like one little cue to fix it. So I was like, hey, like I see you're trying to figure this out. Can I give you a quick cue? I was like, this machine, machine's kind of tough to figure out or whatever. And I gave him a little cue, and he's like, bro, feel it so much better now.
Wording it like that, I think is also a big thing. Hey, like try like this, you may feel it better this way versus the bro, you're doing it wrong. Let me show you. Right. There's goes something to say about that too.
Yeah.
Did anybody ever tell you that when you were a young?
Dude, I would have if I was a
Yeah.
fucking punk ass, I would have been offended. I'm gonna say like if cocky me was young me was cocky, dude. Young me was cocky. I was because I want to say like I look back at when I did my first comp, I was still in college. I was 21. and like I won my show and I did good. Like I was a cocky motherfucker at that time. I was in a frat, stupid. Like if somebody told me I was doing something wrong, like hey, you skip legs, it was more like the block and fuck you versus like take constructive criticism. So I would have been offended. But that's young birds. That's different.
No, I've got told stuff when I was younger. Um, I was always receptive to it, but that just coming from um,
Unteachable, coachable.
yeah. Well, my mom always told me like if just listen, hear people out. If you don't like it, don't say anything. Just in one ear, out the other.
Oh, that's a good way of looking at it.
But there'll be some times where like that one old head that was always just trying to like tell everyone something.
Yeah.
There was one at 24 at South Coast like that when I was a freshman in high school. Oh, I just hate to see him like walking around the corner because I know he's gonna come talk to me.
What
Just
do
tell
you
me, just tell. Back in my day, like oh my
would he
god,
give you like a slap on the shoulder too?
Fucking hit,
yeah,
like,
like
Yeah.
like a hard one, like bro, like chill out.
we're not like that. We're not
Yeah.
like that.
You go back and see him now. Like, hey, bro.
Oh man,
It's
no.
actually it's actually pretty funny. The South Coast that I go to, like whenever I do go now, there are still some of those old people that like older gentlemen that were there when I was in school, and they look at me like shocked, like I just completely different person.
I grew up and
Because
I kept going.
the South Coast people like they've saw me like high school years of training, so I was like completely different.
Like, bro, I took your tips, bro. They really work.
Imagine.
For real.
Oh,
It's funny.
All right, guys, should we call it there?
I think we're good there. A
Thanks,
lot
buddy.
of lot of just bullshit today, but that's cool.
Yeah.
I just want to show the coolest thing. I have it all on blur. My boy's been right here with me the whole time. It's the funniest thing when I come in here
That's
into this
dope.
room to do that. He just hangs out right here. He doesn't do much, but he likes to be with me. I think it's the coolest thing.
He's the fourth guest.
Yes, he.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys. Everybody, like, subscribe, share with friends, do the things.
Yes, sir.
Should they comment today?
And comment down below. What is the best tasting protein you've had ever? What I'm gonna start with, maybe it's just because it's fresh in my mind, but the Axe and Sledge brown sugar toaster pastry or whatever the fuck that is, spot on, so good, bro.
You know the Evogen peanut butter candy one?
That
Ooh,
one's good.
that one's
That one's
good.
gas. That one when you're deep in prep and you're fucking starving, just by itself with minimal water and just sip on it slow, gas. I
That
remember I would look forward to that every day. Oh, it saved my life. I remember that.
that one I made into like a whey drip, and I
Oh, you froze.
Oh, you did freeze.
No, Ty, come back to us.